Welcome friends. In this session, we will discuss division algorithm. By attending this unit, a student learns the concept of division algorithm, understand the well-ordering property, understand the concept of greatest common divisor, studies theorems and solve the problems based on division algorithm and greatest common divisor. Divisibility theory in the integers. We start with a familiar result that is so fundamental in number theory. We will prove it using well-ordering property of the natural numbers. Well-ordering property of natural numbers. Every non-empty subset of n has a least element. Theorem 1. Division algorithm. Given integers a and b with b greater than 0, there exist unique integers q and r satisfying a is equal to qb plus r, 0 less than or equal to r less than b. The integers q and r are called respectively the quotient and remainder in the division of a by b. Proof. We first claim that the set S equal to set of all a minus xb such that x an integer a minus xb greater than or equal to 0 is non-empty. To prove the claim, it is sufficient to exhibit a value of x making a minus xb non-negative. Because the integer b greater than or equal to 1, we have mod a into b greater than or equal to mod a, and so a minus mod a into b is equal to a plus mod a into b greater than or equal to a plus mod a greater than or equal to 0. For the choice x equal to minus mod a, then a minus xb lies in S. Now, by the well-ordering property of the natural numbers, the non-empty subset S of n contain a smallest integer, say r. By the definition of S, there exists an integer q satisfying r is equal to a minus qb, 0 less than or equal to r. We argue that r less than b. If there were not the case, then r greater than or equal to b, and a minus q plus 1 into b is equal to a minus qb minus b is equal to r minus b greater than or equal to 0. The implication is that the integer a minus q plus 1 into b has the proper form to belong to the set, but a minus q plus 1 into b is equal to r minus b less than r, leading to a contradiction of the choice of r as the smallest member of S, hence r less than b. Now, we turn to show the uniqueness of q and r. Suppose that a has two representations of the desired form, say a is equal to qb plus r is equal to q dash b plus r, equation 1, where 0 less than or equal to r less than b, 0 less than or equal to r dash less than b, equation 2. Then r dash minus r is equal to b into q minus q dash, and mod r minus r is equal to b into q minus q dash is equal to b into mod q minus q dash, equation number 3. Also, from the inequalities in 2, we have minus b less than minus r less than or equal to 0, equation 4, and 0 less than or equal to r dash less than b, equation number 5. Adding 4 and 5, we obtain minus b less than r dash minus r less than b, that is r dash minus r less than b. Thus, from 3, we have b into mod q minus q dash less than b, which gives 0 less than or equal to mod q minus q dash less than 1, because mod q minus q dash is a non-negative integer. The only possibility is that mod q minus q dash is equal to 0. Hence, q is equal to q dash. This, when substituting in 1, gives r is equal to r dash. Hence, q and r are unique. Example 1. Prove that square of any integer is either 3k or 3k plus 1. Solution. By division algorithm, with b is equal to 3, an integer can be written as a is equal to 3q plus r, 0 less than or equal to r less than 3. Hence, the possibilities are a is equal to 3q, or a is equal to 3q plus 1, or a is equal to 3q plus 2. Case 1. If a is equal to 3q, then squaring a square equal to 9q square is equal to 3 into 3q square is equal to 3k, where k is equal to 3q square. Case 2. If a is equal to 3q plus 1, then squaring a square equal to 9q square plus 6q plus 1 is equal to 3 into 3q square plus 2q plus 1 is equal to 3k plus 1, where k is equal to 3q square plus 2q. Case 3. If a is equal to 3q plus 2, then squaring a square equal to 9q square plus 12q plus 4 is equal to 3 into 3q square plus 4q plus 1 is equal to 3k plus 1, where k is equal to 3q square plus 4q plus 1. Hence, the result is established in all cases. Example 2. Prove that 3a square minus 1 is never a perfect square. Solution. We note that by example 1, square of any integer is either of the form 3k or 3k plus 1. Now, 3a square minus 1 can be written as 3a square minus 1 is equal to 3a square minus 3 plus 2 is equal to 3 into a square minus 1 plus 2 is equal to 3k plus 2, where k is equal to a square minus 1. As 3a square minus 1 is of the form 3k plus 2, it is not a square of an integer. Example 3. Show that the square of an integer leaves the remainder 0 or 1 upon division by 4. Solution. With b is equal to 2, the division algorithm gives the remainder r is equal to 0 and r is equal to 1. When r is equal to 0, the integer a has the form a is equal to 2q and is called even. When r is equal to 1, the integer a has the form a is equal to 2q plus 1 and is called odd. Hence, a square is either of the form 2q whole square is equal to 4k or 2q plus 1 whole square equal to 4 into q square plus q plus 1 is equal to 4k plus 1. Hence, the square of an integer leaves the remainder 0 or 1 upon division by 4. Example 4. Show that the expression a into a square plus 2 by 3 is an integer for all a greater than or equal to 1. Solution. According to the division algorithm, taking b is equal to 3, every a is of the form 3q, 3q plus 1 or 3q plus 2. Case 1. If a is of the form 3q, then a into a square plus 2 by 3 is equal to q into 9q square plus 2, which clearly is an integer. Case 2. If a is equal to 3q plus 1, then 3q plus 1 whole square by 3 is equal to 3q plus 1 into 3q square plus 2q plus 1. Hence, a into a square plus 2 by 3 is an integer. In this case also. Case 3. For a is equal to 3q plus 2, we obtain 3q plus 2 into 3q plus 2 whole square plus 2 divided by 3 is equal to 3q plus 2 into 3q square plus 4q plus 2, an integer once more. Hence, the result is established in all cases. A more general version of the division algorithm is obtained on replacing the restriction that b must be positive by the simple requirement that b not equal to 0. The general division algorithm follows. Corollary. General division algorithm. If a and b are integers with b not equal to 0, then there exist unique integers q and r such that a is equal to qb plus r, 0 less than or equal to r less than mod b. Proof. The case of b greater than 0 is treated in theorem 1. Hence, it is enough to consider the case in which b is negative. Then, mod b greater than 0 and theorem 1 produces unique integers q dash and r, for which a is equal to q dash into mod b plus r, 0 less than or equal to r less than mod b. Noting that mod b is equal to minus b and taking q is equal to minus q dash, we obtain a is equal to qb plus r with 0 less than or equal to r less than mod b. Example 5. Illustration of corollary. If we take b is equal to minus 5, then for the choices of a is equal to 1, minus 3, 54 and minus 61, we obtain the expressions 1 is equal to 0 into minus 5 plus 1, minus 3 is equal to 1 into minus 5 plus 2, 54 is equal to minus 10 into minus 5 plus 4, minus 61 is equal to 13 into minus 5 plus 4. Example 6. If n is odd, show that n into n square minus 1 is divisible by 24. Solution. We have n into n square minus 1 is equal to n into n minus 1 into n plus 1. Since n is odd, n minus 1 and n plus 1 are two consecutive even numbers. Hence, one of them is divisible by 2 and the other by 4. Again, n minus 1, n plus 1 are 3 consecutive numbers, hence one of them is divisible by 3. Thus, the given expression is divisible by the product of 2, 3 and 4, that is by 24. The greatest common divisor. Definition. An integer b is said to be divisible by an integer a not equal to 0 if there exists some integer c such that b is equal to a into c. In this case, we could say that a is a divisor of b, that a is a factor of b, or that b is a multiple of a. Notation. We write a by b to indicate that b is divisible by a, and we write a does not divide b to indicate that b is not divisible by a. Result. The divisors of an integer always occur in pairs. Proof. If a is a divisor of b, then there is an integer c such that b is equal to ac, equation 1. From the above, c is also a divisor of b. 1 implies that b is equal to minus a into minus c, showing that minus a and minus c are divisors of b. Hence, the divisors of an integer always occur in pairs. This completes the proof. To find all the divisors of a given integer, it is sufficient to obtain the positive divisors and then adjoin to them the corresponding negative integers. For this reason, we shall usually limit ourselves to a consideration of positive divisors. Theorem 1. For integers a, b, c, the following hold. A divides 0, 1 divides a divides a. B. If a divides b and b not equal to 0, then mod a less than or equal to mod b. C. If a divides b and a divides c, then a divides bx plus cy for arbitrary integers x and y. Proof. A. 0 is equal to a into 0, hence a divides 0. A is equal to 1 into a, hence 1 divides a. A is equal to a into 1, hence a divides a. B. If a divides b, then there exists an integer c such that b is equal to ac. Also, b not equal to 0 implies that c not equal to 0. Upon taking absolute values, we get mod b is equal to mod ac is equal to mod a into mod c. Because c is a non-zero integer, it follows that mod c greater than or equal to 1. Whence, mod b is equal to mod a into mod c greater than or equal to mod a. Hence, mod a less than or equal to mod b. C. The relations a divides b and a divides c ensure that b is equal to a into r and c equal to a into s for suitable integer r and s. But then whatever the choice of x and y, bx plus cy is equal to a rx plus a sy is equal to a into rx plus sy. Because rx plus sy is an integer, this says that a divides bx plus cy. Note. Property C of theorem 1 extend by induction to sums of more than 2 terms. That is, if a divides bk for k is equal to 1, 2, etc. n, then a divides b1 x1 plus b2 x2 plus etc. plus bn xn for all integers x1, x2, etc. xn. Definition. If a and b are arbitrary integers, then an integer d is said to be a common divisor of a and b if both d divides a and d divides b. Note. Because 1 is a divisor of every integer, 1 is a common divisor of a and b. Hence, the set of positive common divisors is non-empty. Now, every integer divides 0, so that if a is equal to b equal to 0, then every integer serves as a common divisor of a and b. In this case, set of positive common divisors of a and b is infinite. However, when at least one of a or b is different from 0, there are only a finite number of positive common divisors. Among these, there is a largest one called the greatest common divisor of a and b. The definition follows. Definition. Let a and b be given integers with at least one of them different from 0. The greatest common divisor of a and b denoted by GCD of ab is the positive integer d satisfying the following. A. d divides a and d divides b. B. If C divides A and C divides B, then C less than or equal to D. Example 1. The positive divisors of minus 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12, whereas those of 30 are 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, 15, 30. Hence, the positive common divisors of minus 12 and 30 are 1, 2, 3, 6. Because 6 is the largest of these integers, it follows that GCD of minus 12, 30 is equal to 6. In the same way, we can show that GCD of minus 5, 5 is equal to 5. GCD of 8, 17 is equal to 1. GCD of minus 8, minus 36 is equal to 4. The next theorem indicates that can be represented as linear combination of A and B. By a linear combination of A and B, we mean an expression of the form Ax plus By, where x and y are integers. This is illustrated by, say, GCD of minus 12, 30 is equal to 6 is equal to minus 12 into 2 plus 30 into 1, or GCD of minus 8, 36 is equal to 4 is equal to minus 8 into 4 plus minus 36 into minus 1. Now, we state and prove the theorem. Theorem 2. Given integers A and B, not both of which are 0, there exist integer x and y such that GCD of AB is equal to Ax plus By. Proof. Consider the set S of all positive linear combinations of A and B as equal to set of all AU plus BV such that AU plus BV greater than 0, UV integers. Notice first that S is not empty. For example, if A not equal to 0, then the integer mod A is equal to AU plus B into 0 lies in S, where we choose U is equal to 1 or U is equal to minus 1 according as A is positive or negative. Hence, S is not empty. Being a non-empty subset of N, by the well-ordering principle, S must contain a smallest element D. Thus, from the very definition of S, there exist integers x and y for which D is equal to Ax plus By. Claim D is equal to GCD of AB. Using the division algorithm, we obtain integers q and r such that A is equal to qd plus r, where 0 less than or equal to r less than d. Then r can be written in the form r is equal to A minus qd is equal to A minus q into Ax plus By is equal to A into 1 minus qx plus B into minus qy. If r were positive, then this representation would imply r is a member of S, contradicting the fact that d is the least integer in S. Recall that r less than d. Therefore, r is equal to 0 and so A is equal to qd, or equivalently d divides A. By similar reasoning, d divides B, the effect of which is to make a common divisor of A and B. Now, if C is an arbitrary positive common divisor of the integers A and B, then part C of theorem 2 allows us to conclude that C divides Ax plus By, that is, C divides D. By part B of the theorem 2, C is equal to mod C less than or equal to mod D is equal to D, so that D is greater than every positive common divisor of A and B. Combining all these informations together, we obtain D is equal to GCD of AB. Corollary. If A and B are given integers, not both 0, then the set T is equal to set of all Ax plus By such that x, y are integers is precisely the set of all multiples of D is equal to GCD of AB. Proof. Because D divides A and D divides B, we know that D divides Ax plus By for all integers x and y. Thus, every member of T is a multiple of D. Conversely, using the previous theorem, D may be written as D is equal to Ax naught plus By naught for suitable integers x naught and y naught, so that any multiple Nd of D is of the form Nd is equal to n into Ax naught plus By naught is equal to A into Nx naught plus B into Ny naught. Hence, Nd is a linear combination of A and B and by definition lies in T. This completes the proof. it may happen that 1 and minus 1 are the only common divisors of a given pairs of integers a and b. Whence, GCD of AB is equal to 1. For example, GCD of 2, 3 is equal to 1, GCD of minus 4, 9 is equal to 1 and GCD of minus 16, minus 35 is equal to 1. The above situation leads to the following definition. Two integers a and b, not both of which are 0, are said to be relatively prime whenever GCD of AB is equal to 1. The following theorem characterizes relatively prime integers in terms of linear combinations. Theorem 4. Characterization of relatively prime integers. Let a and b be integers, not both 0. Then a and b are relatively prime if and only if there exist integers x and y such that 1 is equal to ax plus by. Proof. If a and b are relatively prime so that GCD of AB is equal to 1, then theorem 2 guarantees the existence of integers x and y satisfying 1 is equal to ax plus by. For the converse, suppose that 1 is equal to ax plus by for some choice of x and y and that d is equal to GCD of AB because d divides a and d divides b. Theorem 3 yields d divides ax plus by. Hence, d divides 1. D divides 1 implies either d is equal to 1 or d is equal to minus 1. As d is positive integer, the only possibility is d is to equal 1. This shows that a and b are relatively prime. Corollary. If GCD of AB is equal to d, then GCD of a by d, b by d is equal to 1. Proof. First, we observe that although a by d and b by d have the appearance of fractions, in fact, they are integers because d is a divisor both of a and of b. Now, knowing that GCD of AB is equal to d, it is possible to find integers x and y such that d is equal to ax plus by. Upon dividing each side of this equation by d, we obtain the expression 1 is equal to a by d into x plus b by d into y, because a by d and b by d are integers. By theorem 4, we can conclude that a by d and b by d are relatively prime. Example 8. Verify corollary if a is equal to minus 8, b is equal to 36. Solution. Here d is equal to GCD of minus 8, 36 is equal to 4 and GCD of minus 8 by 4, 36 by 4 is equal to GCD of minus 2, 9 is equal to 1. Verifying the corollary. Corollary. If a divides c and b divides c with GCD of AB is equal to 1, then AB divides c. Proof. As a divides c and b divides c, integers r and s can be found such that c is equal to ar is equal to bs. Now, the relations GCD of AB is equal to 1 allow us to write 1 is equal to ax plus by for some choice of integers x and y. Multiplying the last equation by c, we obtain c is equal to c into 1 is equal to c into ax plus by is equal to acx plus bcy. If the appropriate substitutions are now made on the right hand side, then c is equal to a into bs into x plus b into ar into y, which is equal to ab into sx plus ry. Hence, ab divides c. Our next result is of fundamental importance. Theorem 5. Euclid's lemma. If a divides bc with the GCD of AB is equal to 1, then a divides c. Proof. Since GCD of AB is equal to 1, by theorem 3, we can write 1 is equal to ax plus by, where x and y are integers. Multiplication of this equation by c produces c is equal to 1 into c is equal to ax plus by into c is equal to acx plus bcy, equation 1. Because a divides ac and a divides bc, it follows that a divides acx plus bcy, implies by equation 1 that a divides c. Theorem 6. Let a, be integers, not both 0. For a positive integer d is equal to GCD of AB if and only if the following are satisfied. A. D divides A and D divides B. Whenever C divides A and C divides B, then C divides D. Proof. Suppose that D is equal to GCD of AB. Certainly, D divides A and D divides B, so that A holds in light of theorem 4. D is expressible as D is equal to AX plus BY for some integers x and y. Thus, if C divides A and C divides B, then C divides AX plus BY, or rather C divides D. In short, condition B holds. Conversely, let D be any positive integer satisfying the stated conditions. Given any common divisor C of A and B, we have C divides D from hypothesis B. The implication is that D greater than or equal to C, and consequently D is the greatest common divisor of A and B. Definition. If A, B, C are three integers, not all 0, GCD of A, B, C is the positive integer D satisfying the following. A. D divides A, D divides B and D divides C. B. If E divides A, E divides B and E divides C, then E less than or equal to D. Example. GCD of 39, 42, 54 is equal to 3 and GCD of 49, 210, 350 is equal to 7. Note, it is possible for three integers to be relatively prime as a triple with GCD ABC is equal to 1, yet not relatively prime in pairs. For example, GCD of 6, 10, 15 is equal to 1, but 6 and 10 are not relatively prime. Definition. A number is called triangular number if it is the sum of consecutive integers beginning with 1. Examples. 1 is a triangular number as 1 is equal to 1. 3 is a triangular number as 3 is equal to 1 plus 2. 6 is a triangular number as 6 equal to 1 plus 2 plus 3. 10 is a triangular number as 10 is equal to 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. Now, let us conclude the session. Let us have a quick look at what we have discussed in this session. In this module, we are introducing the division algorithm, which is the foundation stone for the discussion of divisibility property of integers. Also, we discussed the idea about GCD, which is a special case of division algorithm where the remainder turns to be 0. This leads to the idea of relatively prime integers and Euclid's lemma. Before we attend the next unit, please try to answer the following questions. Prove that if A and B are integers with B greater than 0, then there exist unique integers Q and R satisfying A is equal to QB plus R, where 2B less than or equal to R less than 3B. Second, show that any integer of the form 6k plus 5 is also of the form 3j plus 2, but not conversely. In exercise 3 to 4, establish the results using the division algorithm. 3. The cube of any integer has one of the forms 9k, 9k plus 1 or 9k plus 8. Fourth one, prove that for any integer a, one of the integers a plus 2, a plus 4 is divisible by 3. Books for your references are David M. Burton, Elementary Number Theory; K. Ireland and M. Rosen, A Classical Introduction to Modern Number Theory; G. A. Johns and J. M. Johns, Elementary Number Theory, Springer; W. Sierpinski, Elementary Theory of Numbers, North Holland; K. Rosen and M. Rosen, A Classical Introduction to Modern Number Theory, Springer Verlag; I. Niven, S. H. Zuckerman and L. H. Montgomery, An Introduction to the Theory of Numbers. Hope you enjoyed this section. See you next time. Until then, goodbye. Take care.